Okay, so you know how we've all been sort of glued to this whole Coyote Pass story with the sister wives?
Oh, absolutely. That big piece of land in Arizona.
Yeah, exactly. It started with so much, like, promise, right? A shared future. And now it's just this ongoing, well, saga.
It really is. And things keep shifting.
Well, that's just it. Just when you think maybe things are settling down, it looks like there's another twist.
Always seems to be.
Like you, I've been trying to keep tabs, and we've managed to pull together some really fresh details, stuff that might actually shed some new light on what's really going on out there.
Right. So for this deep dive, we're really zeroing in on Coyote Pass specifically. What's the latest with the property itself and also the signs that Kody and Robyn might have, well, actually moved house?
Yeah, that's the plan, to kind of dissect this new info and figure out, what does it actually mean for the Brown family's big vision for that land?
Or maybe the lack of one at this point.
Could be, could be. And where are we getting this from? Well, primarily two places that have popped up recently. First, there's an update from the Tough Topic YouTube channel.
Okay.
They shared some observations from a Sister Wives fan who apparently physically went out to the Coyote Pass area.
Oh, wow. Boots on the ground.
Exactly. Gives us a bit of a first-hand look at, what it actually looks like right now.
Okay. And the second source.
That ties into the first. It's a report discussed on the Sarah Fraser show. The same fan, this person Ashley, actually went into more detail about her visit and what she saw.
Ah, okay. So putting those two together should give us a clearer view.
That's the hope. Okay, so before we dive into the new stuff, maybe a quick refresher on how Coyote Pass started, ownership-wise, I mean.
Good idea. Originally, it was pretty straightforward, right? Equal shares. Janelle, Mary, Kody, and Robyn each holding a piece.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah, and then Kody, he started talking about dividing it up in kind of a, well, weird way, some might say.
Yeah, that 6-acre, 4-acre split idea.
That's the one.
Yeah.
It felt a bit uneven.
It did. But then things changed again, and there was that email talk, wasn't there? About Kody and Robyn maybe just wanting to sell their part entirely.
Right, that surfaced too. Which brings us to the latest reported change. According to that Tough Topic update, there was another revision to the ownership structure, like really recently, around March 27th.
Yeah, that's the date mentioned.
And this new division is interesting. It sounds like Mary and Janelle now share one lot, but 2.4 acres.
Okay.
And Kody and Robyn also share a lot of the same size, 2.4 acres.
So a move back towards equality,
Yeah.
or at least in parcel size, between those two
It
pairs.
seems that way, which is definitely a shift from those earlier kind of skewed proposals. What do you make of that? Just that part.
Curious, isn't it? It makes things seem neater, maybe simpler on paper. But then you hear the next bit and it gets, well, confusing again.
Okay, lay it on me.
Because this is where Ashley's observations via Tough Topic and Sarah Fraser come in. The suggestion is that Kody and Robyn's newly shared lot might actually be up for sale. Or at least there's a sign.
A sign. Okay. Ashley saw a sign on their parcel.
Well, she saw a sign at Coyote Pass. Ashley, remember, lives in Flagstaff, clearly follows the show closely, and she went specifically to check it out.
Right, right. So what did the sign actually say? Because that seems pretty key.
Exactly. And Ashley was specific. It wasn't like a big, bright for sale sign.
Okay, that is key. So what was it?
It apparently identified someone as an area specialist, and it also mentioned water being listed or associated with the property.
Huh. Area specialist. That sounds more like advertising for the agent, like, I know this area well, call me if you're looking.
That's kind of how it reads, doesn't it? More like a subtle signal to serious buyers who are already interested in that specific location, rather than a general blast to the market.
Yeah, potentially someone looking to develop, maybe. Focused on the land and its potential with the mention of water.
Could be.
It's an interesting tactic. If it is their lot, why not just put up a normal for sale sign if you want to sell quickly?
Right. It makes you wonder, are they testing the waters? Looking for a very specific type of buyer? Or, and this was a point the Tough Topic creator raised,
Yeah.
what if the sign isn't actually on Kody and Robyn's bit? What if it's on Janelle and Mary's newly shared piece?
Oh, okay. That's another angle.
But then the question becomes, why wouldn't Janelle and Mary just sell it back to Kody and Robyn? Especially if Kody was supposedly still clinging to that big family compound dream.
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? If the goal was unity on the land, buying back any available parcel seems logical.
So this sign, wherever it is, on whichever 2.4-acre lot, It really does throw a wrench into the assumption that the original Coyote Pass vision is still fully alive.
Definitely suggests a potential change of heart, or maybe direction,
Hmm.
or perhaps financial realities are playing a bigger role than we know.
Always a possibility. And think about the ripple effect. If any of these lots get sold to someone outside the family,
The whole concept changes, fundamentally.
yeah, the idea of that unified family compound, multiple houses right there,
Well,
it starts to look pretty shaky, doesn't it?
absolutely. It introduces a huge question mark over the future of whatever shared dream they had for that property.
It really does. Makes you wonder if that specific dream is just fading away. But, okay, Ashley didn't just look at Coyote Pass.
Oh,
She
yeah.
also drove by Kody and Robyn's house, the one everyone calls the McMansion.
Ah, okay. And what did she see there?
Well, she described it as feeling empty, like really empty.
How so?
No cars in the drive, no lawn furniture out, just none of the usual signs of life you'd expect. But she did see one significant thing,
Which was?
a big trailer truck, like a moving truck.
Well, that certainly points towards a move, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Either happening or just finished.
Seems like it. And to kind of solidify that, there was another report Cody's truck was apparently spotted, parked at their new place.
The new $1 million home.
That's the one.
Okay, so if you put those two together, signs of vacancy at the old house, plus Cody's truck confirmed at the new house.
It seems pretty clear, doesn't it, that Kody, Robyn, and their kids have indeed moved out of the McMansion and into the new property.
It builds a strong case. And it's good that, as the Tough Topic creator mentioned, these were just observations from the road. No trespassing involved.
Right, respecting privacy is key. Okay, so let's try and wrap our heads around this. We've got Coyote Pass land ownership revised 2 equal-ish parcels now for Mary Janelle and Kody Robyn.
Sure.
Then we have this ambiguous area specialist sign somewhere on Coyote Pass, possibly on Kody and Robyn's piece, hinting at a potential made a specific kind of sale.
Check, with water mentioned.
And finally, pretty solid indicators that Kody and Robyn are no longer living in the McMansion and have moved to their new home.
Check. So we have these facts, or reported facts, on the ground, but the why and the what's next for Coyote Pass still feels murky.
Very murky. That sign is particularly intriguing because it's not straightforward. What's the motivation behind that approach? Who's really selling, if anyone?
Exactly. Those are the big questions this new information raises, rather than answers, in some ways. What stands out most to you from all this?
For me, it's probably the combination. The potential sale, even a subtle one, happening at the same time as the confirmed move to a new, expensive house. It just feels like a major shift.
Yeah, a shift in priorities, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
the focus is no longer on that shared Coyote Pass compound.
It really seems that way. The headwinds against that original dream feel pretty strong right now.
I'd have to agree. It definitely makes you rethink the whole trajectory for them, family-wise and, well, real estate-wise.
So as we finish up this dive into the latest Coyote Pass puzzle pieces,
Mm.
maybe a final thought for everyone listening to chew on.
Yeah.
Given all this, the new land split, that weird area specialist sign, the confirmed move away from the McMansion,
Right.
what do you think this all signals? What's the future really hold for the Brown family's plans at Coyote Pass? And maybe, what's behind this more, private, almost uncertain way of potentially putting land on the market. Is it strategy? Indecision? Something else?
Lots to consider there. It'll be interesting to see what, if anything, comes next.
Definitely. Keep those thoughts in mind as this whole story inevitably continues to unfold.